welcome to Mind Your Business, a channel where we are in everybody's business. If you don't mind getting in people's business, you're on the right channel. Talking about current topics and gossip.
Now, people, why are people with no fashion sense creating fashion lines? Please make it make sense. And did you see the fashion line? Lord have mercy. Let's talk about it, people. Wagwan, people, my inquisitive crew. Let's talk about Real Housewives of Potomac. This week's episode, I felt like it was a bit dry, to be fair, a little bit flattish. We started off, we saw Nneka and her husband, Ike. Now, is it just me, or does it seem like this woman doesn't like her husband very much because she's always just like snapping at him? Anyway, they go off to do her procedure, which was very awkward. You know, he had to go and give some semen and, you know, so she can get it inserted in her. And why were the cameras in the room when he's going in the bathroom with Nneka? I'm like, I don't want to see this. The camera people look like they don't want to see this. Like, why are we doing this? It was very awkward. And then we see her get inseminated. So I was like, okay. It was a vulnerable moment in the sense of, you know, the insemination part. But I was like, I didn't need to see all that a bit. You could have just cut past all that, please and thanks. Then we see Mia and Gordon. They're in therapy. Now, I thought it was good to see Mia open up. And, you know, she spoke about Gordon being bang out of order and draining out the money out of her account when she mentioned she wanted to get divorced before and was going to get a divorce attorney. Very abusive, very controlling behaviour. So I'm not surprised that they're not together anymore, because even in the therapy session, you could see in her eyes that she just looked really unhappy. And he's in this world of, well, yeah, he's okay. But, yeah, you could see in her eyes that she just weren't happy. But in the therapy session, she's talking about, you know, him not being romantic and all that kind of stuff. You know, he was just talking about he wanted her attention and, you know, to be listened to and whatever. But you could just see to me, she was just like, okay, I'm just like looking to exit stage left in 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah. Now, Candice talking to her therapist, I just thought, what is going on here? We really know you want to have a baby. Well, she's getting emotional again, but she always gets emotional, right? She's always crying. But what I don't understand is, did she need to have this therapist give her permission to have her baby? Because I'm not understanding what that scene was about. It was very dramatical. I'm like, so we've just watched you talk about you want to have a baby, for him to say it's your season, for you to say then, yeah, that's what you wanted to hear kind of thing. I'm like, what is going on? Anyway, we see the girls link up and Mia's telling them about this magazine shoot they're doing for Monarch. And they want to do this empowerment photo shoot, and they're also going to be dressed up as like different idols, which I thought was really cute. What was funny was Mia talking about Nneka was not invited because no one don't really know who she is. That cracked me up, because Nneka's, you know, got her grand dame ship, so she thinks she's all in there. And obviously they've all been like bigging her up the whole season, and they've gone and crowned her the grand dame, all this nonsense, and then she's not even featured in it because obviously she's new. No one don't know who she is. So yeah, she just got left out of that one. But anyway, the photo shoot looked fun. Everyone looked like they enjoyed it, and everyone looked good in their outfits. We then see Robin and Juan, you know, they're out looking at commercial properties because she wants to do this franchise business and stuff. And then we see Robin talk to Giselle on the phone, and we get to find out that Giselle's dad is not very well. We all see Wendy doing her pilot show, and I must say her pilot show looked really, really good. She had a really good lineup from what I could see. I was thinking, I might actually check it out. But, you know, it's good to see that. It felt like it was just getting fitted into the episode. I don't know, it felt like it was a little bit rushed, this episode, like a quick, 1, 2, let's cover what everyone's doing. Because Nneka, like her storyline, we should have been seeing that from before, instead of her up in Wendy's business. But anyway, it was good to see that. Now, this GnA event, like, what the hell? I mean, come on now. Giselle and Ashley, they have no style. Both of them are the worst dressed on the show. I think Giselle stepped it up a little bit this season, but really, I mean, come on, let's be realistic. And then looking at the outfits, I was like, what's going on? Candice cracked me up calling it an elevated Alibaba. I was like, yeah, because what's going on? I looked at it and just thought everything just looks cheap. It really did. To me, the clothing line just looked very messy, but, you know, it's reflective of the women. You know, they are very messy individual women. But it's supposed to be about workout. That's what they said it was meant to be. Was it athleisure or something? So I was like, well, it doesn't give me workout vibes. Karen was talking about, you know, booty call vibes. I was like, yeah, it's a bit of that, but it's just giving very cheap and cheerful. And yeah, that's not something that I want to be thinking about at night. But besides the fashion show, obviously we've got, you know, the ladies know that Giselle is worried about her dad, so she's made it for the fashion show. We know that, right? But Mia telling Candice and saying to the ladies, you know, that, you know, let's try and kind of rally around Giselle because, you know, she's going through it. I understand Mia trying to be a friend, but I also understand Candice and Wendy's perspective, because Giselle has been very disrespectful to both of them. With Wendy, she's, you know, ignored her. Like Wendy said, you know, her mum was ill and she didn't care. She was, you know, talking about her, making fun of her. So I understand where she was coming from. I understand Candice as well. Both of them to me were just like, well, really sorry to hear that. But, you know, all the best, going to just keep it distant, basically. So I could understand that. I could tell Mia wasn't too impressed because she's thinking, oh, yeah, maybe rally round. But it works both ways. It can't just be one-sided. In an ideal world, if Giselle showed some compassion to other people, I think they would show it to her. Now, the ending, I mean, we had to say that the ending was to do with this blasted girl, Deborah. And obviously they showed her. Now, that cracked me up when they showed Deborah at the launch party because of music. Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? Hi. The music. Yes, it had me cracking up. So I was like, why is Deborah there? And I thought, of course she's there. It's Ashley's friend, so of course she's going to be there. So that makes sense that she's there. But I did notice, now, whose voice was that? Was that Ashley's voice who said, are the cameras down? Because if that was her voice, I feel like she's trying to set up this whole thing because she knew that Deborah wanted to say something to Candice. Now, because Deborah has lied on both Candice and Wendy, I feel like there should have been some sort of arrangement made so that she stays away from them. Because why is she going up to Candice asking her about, you're calling me Sesame Street, but you never said it to my face? Is she your friend? Does she talk to you? Therefore, she didn't say it to your face. She did it on TV, you watched it, you heard what she had to say, and she's not your friend. So what do you really want from her? But no, a whole big madness takes place, and we can't really see it because the cameras are down. It looks like, you know, it's all blacked out, so they might show some of it next week. I've seen some of it online, but Deborah should not be in the show. It's as simple as that. Anyway, I felt like the show was pretty dry this week. Nothing major happening. Like I said, I feel like it's a bit of a shake-up on here. I do feel like Mia is stepping up the game, and Giselle, I don't know, she's going to end up stepping away because of things what's going on with her personally. I don't know what's going on with her dad. I hope that he does get better. But I do feel like she is kind of reaping what she sowed in terms of how some of the ladies reacted to the news about her dad, which is really, really unfortunate. But anyway, people, I had to check out social media and see what other people were saying about the show. And of course, here are some tweets that had me cracking up. So people, what do you think of the show? Let me know your thoughts below.
Yes, so thanks for watching that. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and hit that notification bell so you know when I am uploading some more of people's business. So until then, my nosy people, stay blessed.